So the first video in the Back to Basics format of the channel is talking about the game against Rotherham. Now, given that I live in Portugal, I wasn't able to go to the game, so I'm basing what I saw based purely on iFollow. iFollow is one of those strange things where it now means that people who didn't go to the actual game physically can have a legitimate opinion on the game because they've been able to see it, which is really weird. It's good though, it's great. I love that I live about 1,500 miles away from Sincil Bank and I can still watch games. I can actually actually see more games. I can see more games now than I've been able to see during the last few years, because as many people know, I stopped going to Lincoln games in the end of 2013 because I got hired by a hockey team to do work for them on what would be match days. That hockey team, to be more precise. But yeah, anyway, so watch the game against Rotherham. They're one of the teams that were really fancied to be up there at the end of the year, just coming down from the Championship where Limon had held their own this time, unlike last time they was in that division, and they were unlucky to get relegated, to be fair to them. And a few days beforehand, side story, one of my friends, a guy called Sam, who supports Rotherham, sent me a bet just saying, oh yeah, if Rotherham win, you have to change your Facebook and Twitter profile pictures to be the Rotherham badge, but he would change his to the Lincoln badge if we actually won. Yeah, you can tell by the look on my face what happened. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be honest, I would have been very happy with the draw, but I was actually anticipating losing, simply because they are one of the better sides. I'm fully expecting them to be in the playoffs at least, if not potential dark horses for the title, because I don't think Portsmouth or Sunderland will do it, win the title. That is, I think one may get autos, but I don't think one of them will win the title, simply because expectations are too high. But yeah, so for the first 20 or so minutes, the golfing class was definitely there. We were second best by quite a comfortable way. I think we pretty much camped in their half, and by the time we eventually started getting a foothold in the game, we could have easily been 2 or 3 down, because Freddie Lazapo hit a few shots just wide of target, and it could have easily been 2 or 3 down by the time we actually started getting hold of the game. And yeah, our goal came very much against the run of play, a very clever free kick, which would become known for under the Cowley brothers. And Tyler Walker just hit it across box, and Sean McDonald ended up kicking it into his own net. It reminded me a bit of the 2003-04 season under Keith Alexander, when we went away to Doncaster, which was actually under Gary Simpson because of what was happening with Keith at the time. And they were very much on top until we went down the end with our first shot. I think it was Francis Green, if memory serves me correctly, hit it across the box and it ended up deflecting in off Tim Ryan, and we ended up winning 2-0. And to be fair, we didn't really deserve to win that night. We were good, but we didn't deserve to win. And this was very much a similar case. We defended stoutly throughout the game. I mean, they had 17 shots on goal, only of which 3 were on target, and the ones that were on target, Vickers saved amazingly. Like that one that was very much like Gordon Banks in the World Cup. I think it was Banks, wasn't it? That did that save that was like really low down. It was either Banks or Shilton, one or two. I'm pretty certain it was Banks. I stand to be corrected. I'm not that old. But yeah, it was just a good save. Vickers on his day is one of the better goalkeepers in the lower leagues. He just spends too much time injured. If he could spend an entire season like fit, then that's 10 points a season. So similar to the Northampton game at the beginning of last season, where he near enough single-handedly kept the 3 points for us. This was very much the same. Without him, we would have lost yesterday's game. And yeah, then second half comes around, and George Grant, who was, I have to say, largely anonymous from what I saw in iFollow anyway, just put the ball in, and Harry Anderson just goes in completely unmarked, just heads it straight in. It was very much it reminded me a bit of Ben Futcher again from Keith Alexander's era. So yeah, other than that, it was pretty much it was mostly one-way traffic up until that point. But after we scored our second, Rotherham just lacked ideas. I think the aforementioned Vickers save was the only one that he had to actually make. Everything else went wide or was blocked by Boswick or Toffolo or Bolger, or even Eardley. So I don't know why I'm struggling to remember Eardley then. But yeah, so it was a good performance, great away win against a side who I fancied to be up there. As I say, we did push our luck a bit at times, but at the end of the day, we're still in confidence mode despite the fact how we ended last season. we're still very confident given what happened. And obviously under the County Boroughs over the last few years, we've proved that we can go away anywhere and get results. Like you look say, going back to the conference years, for example, we'd never beaten Woking in that spell of the conference up until the County Boroughs came along. We hadn't beat Gateshead until they came along, and then we beat them 3 times in one season. The amount of teams we have beaten under the Cowleys that we had generally poor records against is ridiculous. And I think I heard somewhere that last time we won away at Rotherham was in the 1950s. So yeah, they have a record for going places, surprising teams, and getting the results. And I'm not just talking about the FA Cup, but I'm talking about league games as well. So yeah, it all bodes well for the future. And when you think we've got players such as Shackles come back, who I would argue is our best player. Now I will caveat that in the fact that I've seen him for a year, and some of the new players I've only seen for this one game. Although the turn that Jack Payne did in the first half to put a cross in was just insane. If we'd have just, it's the Cowley's eye for a player is great. I mean, the only players I could think of off the top of my head that were awful that they brought in were Jordan Maguire-Drew and Tom Champion. And I still love the irony that in the year we won the National League, our worst player was called Champion. I just love it, it's great. But anyway, so yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, on to the next game and a chance to get some revenge on Huddersfield after 15 years. So for those who somehow aren't aware, Huddersfield put us out of the playoffs in 2004 through a controversial penalty. So it's a good chance for revenge there. And you know what? I don't think a win would be out of the question because again we're high in confidence. They've just been relegated after a poor season, and we have ex-Huddersfield player in Jack Payne who will want to prove it was a mistake by them to get rid of him. Then again, it depends entirely on which team Danny Cowley picks because we are really low on numbers at the moment, and we need to keep this game going, this run going. Because as I say, started the season 2 wins, second only to Blackpool, and it's only because they've scored more goals than us. So we've got off to a great start. Next league game is away at Southend next weekend, and let me just check what they are on the table. I've got it literally behind the thing here. They are 22nd, conceding 4 goals in 2 games. So in theory, we could start the season with 3 wins out of 3, which no one would have predicted because I think a lot of people thought we'd get points out of Accrington and Southend, but not necessarily this. So yeah, I'll be back with a reaction video to that game. Since I'm going to try and post more regularly as well. I can't guarantee it'll happen. But I will also be doing some of the away day vlogs. It feels weird trying to do these again, given that I started them in 2006. It's really weird how big doing vlogs has become. Given back when I started in 2006, there was me and I think 2 or 3 others, and that was it. I'm not going to claim it as an original idea. I got it from there was a TV show on ITV at the time doing all the local teams up in Lincolnshire. And they just sent the camera, like handheld camera up with people, and they just filmed themselves on away days. I thought that'd be quite cool to do, so I experimented at the end of 2005-06 season, and just started it the next season. I generally enjoyed it. Granted, I'm in my mid-30s now, so I don't necessarily have as much time as I will. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to leave this here, and yeah,